Man, I'm under contract as a Pacer. You know, that's all that needs to really be known. I'm here. I'm a Pacer. Everything else is again what I've been dealing with. Stories, guys talking, or teams talking. Like I'm a Pacer. There's no way around it. This is my team, my group, and this is where I'm at.
So that was Paul George on Thursday saying he's under contract with the Pacers, and that's who he's going to play for. Turns out, though, it could be his last year with the Pacers. He told the team that he's not going to re-sign with Indiana, according to a report from Yahoo Sports. Did George lose trade value by letting the Pacers know before the season?
That certainly didn't help the Pacers' cause. I think Paul George certainly acted in his own best interest, telling the team, hey, I'm out of here. So this season is really going to be a lost cause. If you want to keep me on the team, I'll ball for this squad, but after that, I'm giving this team the deuces. And that put the Pacers in a real tough situation, because why would a team trade for Paul George knowing, in essence, they're only going to have them for one season? However, there still would be some teams that will consider doing this deal because they might feel like Paul George is that player that could possibly get them to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers and a LeBron James. Maybe the Cavaliers try to do the deal to see if that could take them over the hump and beat the Golden State Warriors, or maybe it's the Boston Celtics that would try to do the deal, because the Celtics, we know they have a ton of assets. They still have the 3rd overall pick. It certainly seems like that trade is going to be finalized. That will give Philly the number 1 pick. Boston will have the number 3 pick. They still have Brooklyn's pick in 2018. So Boston has had a lot of assets. A lot of people feel like the Celtics were the team that should have traded for Paul George at the 2017 deadline. Instead, they stood pat. So I wouldn't be surprised if Boston makes a move. But at the end of the day, the Indiana Pacers have to trade Paul George, because you don't want to get nothing for Paul George. And I'm not so sure that it's the Los Angeles Lakers that they trade him to. I'm sure the Lakers are going to do their due diligence, and they're going to be a part of those discussions. But the Lakers, I think they don't want to give up any assets because they feel like they can give Paul George in free agency.
Where would you like to see Paul George land?
I want Paul George to go where he feels happy, and that would be L.A. So however it works out, whether he gets traded there or whether he goes someplace for one season, then in free agency gets his wish and joins Magic Johnson. If he's a Cali guy and he wants to put on that purple and gold and he wants to resurrect that Los Angeles Lakers franchise.
Might take more than him to do that.
It will, but they got some young pieces. They get Lonzo Ball, pair them with D'Angelo Russell and Brandon Ingram, and maybe get another guy. This Lakers team could be back on the rise, but I'm a Lakers fan from back in the day. I want to see that Showtime magic and La La Land, so I would love to see PG-13 land there.